Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Browns going up against the Colts. With that, let's get you up to Indianapolis. Standing by, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So it'll be first down here after the run.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Travis Coons on now for the Browns field goal. Oh, now whistles. And unless he was drawn off, and I don't think he was, this is going to be a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding time. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. Uses the stiff arm. Still on his feet. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
And Andrew Luck's skill set is absolutely fantastic. There's not anything that he can't do as a quarterback on the field. But I also think that he absorbed a little bit by osmosis some of that great bloodline. His father, formerly a quarterback in the NFL as well.
And they give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he will find his man on the outside. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, You've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, Locke. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver, 34 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. We have played a quarter here in this AFC Divisional playoff. 7-3 the score. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 29 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom. Touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate, and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
But you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
He'll drop to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
You have to control the guy playing over the nose in order to run the ball up the middle against a 3-4, and they did that very well on that play. And that hurts the linebackers because what they're counting on, especially the guys in the middle, is that nose taking on 2, sometimes 3 blockers, eating those guys up and allowing the linebackers to run free and make a play. But when they control the nose, it allows other guys to get upfield to that second level and block the linebackers, and now the running back's got some room to roam.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Room here to run.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is locked. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So they're able to connect and beat the man coverage.
Nice job between the two of them. One getting downfield, the other one delivering.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And he's got his man on the out route. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 30 yards on the pickup there. And the Browns are going to have a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their big tight end from 8 yards out. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Travis Coons now to add the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. He juked him. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. And 3 points surrendered on the last drive against them. They bent a little bit, but they didn't break.
I like that, and that's not always wrong. We run into a lot of coordinators that talk about, well, if I give up 3 points, my whole day's ruined. Actually, it's not. Just giving up field goals usually gives your team a chance to win if you're playing good defense.
Yeah, especially in the National Football League.
Now, that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go play action here on first down. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. A good pickup there on 20 yards. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Colts are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Browns just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10, Luck connects on a pass into coverage, and he counts off the 7-play drive with a score. The lead grows to 4. Now it's early in the second quarter. The football is going to be up for grabs here. He'd end up picking up 41 yards on this run. Offense on the field now after the turnover. Here the pass will be completed into coverage, and this great play will go for 6. The Colts go up by 11. Browns line up at the 8. Nice work to make the catch in double coverage, and he caps off the 6-play drive with a score, cutting the deficit to 7. Down to late in the second. Rogers got nobody around him on the catch. He ends up picking up 3 yards and heads out of bounds. So that's going to do it for us. We'll send you back now to field level for some more playoff football.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now it's Luck off the bootleg. And his throw here's incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Luck. And he comes back with one complete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They are going for it. It's Luck. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a gain of 11. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Luck. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their big tight end from 4 yards out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Bailey now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Double tight, double tight. Hey, hey, hey. You got three, you got three. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff working right. Oh, what a move. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 52 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Coons now here to tack on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. The Colts send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first. They'll come out in the pistol. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Second down following the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
He'll look to throw. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by...
He's got a man, complete. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding, defense.
So the defensive now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They go play action here on first down. He's going to try and go deep again. And got his man complete. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now they're in the hurry up. They'll fake it. Now Luck. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun. Luck. And he fires one incomplete. Again, we'll see the pistol here. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 4 yards out. And the Colts add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away. Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver, 37 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver. 31 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Colts defensive unit trots back out there. And they'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. But they're going to need to make a play or 2 in order to keep them in that spot.
The crowd's making some noise now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.